Hey, and happy Monday. We have a case that, last week I told you that we were going to start off with the coroner case. Well, as usual, we picked a jury on Monday and did pretrial hearings Monday afternoon. Tuesday morning, Chris Dontel ended up pleading guilty, and he pled guilty to accessory after the fact and a conspiracy to murder, and the judge withheld his sentencing until his co-defendant went to court, who's Megan Jackson. So that is looking like February. Hopefully it will be in February. That's when it's sort of pre-projected out. But with all of that taking place, the judge stopped everything and waited, took the plea on Wednesday. And the surprising thing is, when we do a trial roster, we have more than one case. There might be 15 or 20 cases on there. Well, the next case on there was Brandon Burgess, a drug charge, trafficking in drugs. And a young guy that was with our office, maybe 2 months, if that. I mean, brand new. Brandon Lanier, he had been in North Carolina in a DA's office over there, but he's been with us just maybe 2 months. Anyway, Brandon takes one of his cases, Brandon Burgess, and starts and finishes that trial. He starts it on Wednesday, and he's through with it by Thursday. Brandon Burgess was charged with trafficking in methamphetamines, or meth, and possession with intent to distribute fentanyl, and possession with intent to distribute crack cocaine. And all of those charges were second offenses, which means that he had a drug charge that enhanced all of these charges. In fact, on one of those charges, he was looking at a mandatory minimum of 5 years, and it went up to 30 years. So we had offered him early on, I think it was 10 years. It may have been 12. And he said, no, I don't want that. As the trial progressed during that day, he wanted to plead, but at that point, we've already brought everybody in, inconvenienced all of these people. And so he went through and got all the way to the jury, and once they convicted him, the Judge Alex Hyman gave him 18 years. Not all, we talk about this all the time, but not all sentences are the same. And an 18-year sentence on the trafficking charge carries 85%. It's known as no parole, but Mr. Burgess will have to serve at least 85% before he becomes eligible for parole. So 16 years, he's 38 now. He'll be in his 50s when he comes up for parole on this charge. He had had a charge earlier, which was a voluntary manslaughter from many years ago, 2013, 11 years ago, and he had received time on that, but then as soon as he got out, got in this trouble. So this is going to put him behind bars for 18 years. Of course, he'll serve somewhere around 16 and then probably get parole. But just hats off to Brandon that came in here and worked this thing up in just a couple of months. Josh Holford sat with him. He's one of our senior attorneys, and together they prosecuted Brandon Burgess. The other case worked out fine. Chris Dontel is looking at up to 20 years, but a lot of that will depend on how the case goes with Megan Jackson, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap those two up with a February trial date. So a lot of good work last week. We're back in court again this week with guilty pleas and motions, and I'll update you on how that goes about next Monday.